I'm Alex, 28, and I just moved into Sunny Hills, a gated community with a pristine pool that sold me on the place. The neighborhood screamed perfect, but I didn't know it came with a catch. Karen, the HOA president. She's the kind of woman who'd measure your lawn with a ruler and send a violation notice for a half-inch overgrowth. Everyone tiptoed around her. I was excited to dive into community life, make friends, and enjoy that pool. I didn't need to yell or fight dirty. I let her own arrogance do the work. Helping her out of that pool wasn't just petty revenge. It was a reminder that kindness can be a weapon when wielded with a smirk. In Sunny Hills, I learned that honor means standing your ground. Gratitude comes from those who see your heart, and kindness can cut deeper than spite. And Karen, she's still queen of her own soggy castle. The end. But Karen had other plans, and I was about to learn how petty she could be. It started with a paperwork glitch. My HOA registration had a typo. My last name was off by one letter. I fixed it within a day, but Karen wasn't having it. Rules are rules, Alex, she sneered, barring me from the pool until further review. I pleaded, showed her the corrected forms, but she waved me off like I was a pesky fly. Meanwhile, her own kids splashed away daily. The injustice stung. Then it got worse. At a neighborhood barbecue, Karen loudly announced, "Some people think they can skirt the rules and still enjoy our amenities." All eyes turned to me. I was mortified. She didn't stop there. She'd accidentally leave violation notices on my doorstep for things like unapproved mailbox color. It was standard black. Neighbors started avoiding me, thinking I was some troublemaker. I tried reasoning with her, but Karen doubled down, saying, "If you can't respect authority, you don't belong here." Her smug grin burned into my brain. I wasn't just mad, I was done. The breaking point, I overheard her bragging about denying my pool access to teach newbies a lesson. This wasn't about rules. It was personal. I could have fought her through the HOA board, but that'd take months. I wanted something faster, something that'd hit her where it hurt her pride. The annual Sunny Hills pool party was coming up, Karen's big moment to play Queen Bee. She'd strut around in her overpriced sundress, barking orders and soaking up attention. I wasn't invited, shocker, but I lived across the street and had a front row view. Then inspiration struck. I wouldn't just confront her. I'd let her own ego sink her. The party was in full swing, music blaring, kids screaming, Karen holding court by the pool. I watched from my porch, sipping lemonade, waiting. Sure enough, Karen, tipsy on rosé and high on power, started showing off. She climbed onto the diving board, announcing a graceful dive to impress her minions. Big mistake. Her heel caught and splash. She belly flopped into the shallow end dress, ballooning like a parachute. The crowd gasped, then stifled laughs. Karen flailed her mascara, running, yelling, "Help me!" Here's the kicker. She spotted me across the fence and shouted, "Alex, help me out!" Now the nerve. I could have walked away. But where's the fun in that? I grabbed a pool float shaped like a giant flamingo, strolled over, and tossed it to her. "Here you go, Karen," I said loudly. "Wouldn't want you to drown in your pool." The float hit her square in the face, and she clung to it, looking like a soggy flamingo herself. But I wasn't done. As I helped her climb out, I casually mentioned to the crowd, "Funny how Karen's so strict about pool rules, but her kids swim whenever, and she never filed their forms." Gasps, whispers. Karen's face turned beet red. I handed her a towel, smiled, and said, "Rules are rules, right?" Karen's reign of terror crumbled that day. Neighbors started questioning her rules, and within a week, the HOA board launched an audit of her decisions. Turns out she'd been bending policies for her friends and family for years. She wasn't impeached, but her influence tanked. People stopped cowering and started talking back. I got my pool access approved, and neighbors apologized for misjudging me. Some even thanked me for standing up to her. Karen avoided me after that, but I'd catch her glaring from her porch. I just waved, knowing she'd never forget her flamingo float moment.